Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to H.J. Montalvo School of Art. First of all, I want to tell you a little bit of a story of how we became to be. Since I was a little kid, I loved writing. It was one of my passions. Actually, in every single class, I never paid attention to it because I was too busy just imagining a whole different world. So I was writing in every single one of the notebooks I had from every single class, from Spanish to English to math to science. So ever since I was a little kid, I loved everything that had to do with art. But what happens, art wasn't something, was basically part of a hobby. So my parents, my dad especially, he's an engineer, so I thought that I would take the serious kind of a job. So I went out to college to study engineering. I became an engineer, I became a licensed engineer, and I practiced for a while. During that time, I realized it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So I started developing this project that has to do with art. And ever since I've given myself to it, everything has changed. I started out by opening Facebook fan page from H.J. Montalvo, just putting up everything that has to do with poetry, because that's the thing I really like to do. So I started writing stories that had to do with, I don't know, maybe 10, 15, maybe 20 words. How can I attract my audience in 15 words or less? So I started doing that, and I started seeing the reactions of my public, of people, and how they loved everything. So this one day, a couple of people started asking me if I had a book. So I told them that I did not have it yet, but I started working on it because more people started telling me about it. After that, I published my first book. I started presenting it, and I had a very good feedback from it. And I said, wow, I would have never had imagined this, and that would have happened if I wouldn't have taken on the task of making my dream come true. From that moment on, I've had people approach me and say, hey, I want to be like you. I want to write. I want to make my passion come true. I want to make my art something that I can actually share with the world. I want to make from my art a final product. And that's when I said, hey, let's start a school. Let's start a school of art where you can come to a whole different world, where you can come in and work on your project, where you can come in and work on your talent, on your art, and change the world through your mind, through your art, through your hands, through your vocal cords, through your eyes, through everything. I want you to come into the city of dreams where you can actually change the world with your talents. So come on, help me. Let's change the world through art. Thank you. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Hope to see you soon.